Alright, this is going to have to do. We made it live this time. And we're in horizontal. I got rid of that vertical crap. Alright, let's go lock up the chickens. Alright. Oh, we got this chicken up here. We're going to clip your wing right now, baby. You got to lose your flight feathers. Yes, you're a nice looking bird, but you know what? We can't have you flying all over. There you go. Go on in there. Go away, creepy cat. Hey, welcome in, Northwood. Thanks for dropping by. Go on, kitty. Stay out, cat. Hello, lady. Alright, we got them cooped up. I don't know where the other chickens are hiding. Hello, Brahmas. Hello, Brahmas, my old friends. I'm here to to you again. Hey, Bouncer, welcome in. Good to see ya. Hello, Mama Cookie. Good to see ya. All right, these guys are all good. We moved me and Bird moved the chickens today. We put all the Brahmas in this one coop. So there's 6 hens and a Brahma rooster in here now. Not Brahma, Barred Rock. God, my brain's gone. I blew the title because it went in horizontal on me and I killed the horizontal stream, and then I fired up. I said that all backwards. It went vertical on me. I gotta go search around in here. I'm missing a couple chickens. I don't know where they went. No, he's not there. Let me throw some glasses on and I can see chat. Hey Jake, welcome in. Welcome in, Sharon. Welcome in, adjust your focus. Was I stalking? I'm trying to find a rooster, adjust your focus. Hey Chevy, thanks for dropping in. Charlie Kirk got snuffed out today. Don't know who that is, Bouncer. Northwest says, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I didn't know if everyone knew. Adjust your focus says, hi to Mama Cookie. Cy-Fry's at work on his break. Thanks for dropping in, Bri. It's all over the news. Apparently, there was a school shooting today, too. I didn't see that one either. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Sharon. Waiting for Cat Lady Kim so I can tell her thank you for the Amazon gift she sent. Are you hiding up in there, bud? Well, I'll be damned. I know where the rooster went. All right, we're good. I got birds all over me. Hey, Sunfish, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Tonight, the tripod is not going to fall, guys. I hot glued it. I hot glued it. Adjust your focus says, grossest neck shot I've ever seen. Really depicts rifle power. Yeah, neck shots are really good on deer too. Adjust your focus, they drop right away. Bouncer says not really important, but they will have it on everywhere. I'd rather hear about the sun ripping the earth apart. Back to work you go. All right, Bri, take care. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, Chevy, good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by. I need to go check my boards and see if they're dried yet. Damn it. What the hell? This stick latched onto me. Hey Tom, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, they're kind of still a little tacky. Let's go put them on the hillbilly dryer. There, the sun should finish baking them in the morning. I think there's a link in there. I think it's exclamation Nova. Old QT, drink your beans, bitch. QT lives on. Now we have all the barred rocks in one area, so I can get fertile barred rock eggs. We've got the silky inseminating other stuff. Sunfish says you ain't gonna get stronger if you don't drink your beans. Welcome in, Jack Off Jack. Thanks for stopping by. What the fuck is up? Same shit, different day, bigger pile. Stinks about the same. Sunfish says I only have the mixed barred rock rooster now. I've got 6 hens and a rooster, all barred rock hanging out. I wish I had an Americana rooster, but we've got a golden comet breeding to the Americanas and to the Isa Browns that are in there. And then we've got the Brahmas breeding to Brahmas. And the quail I'm still a little confused on. Never seen this light color on a Catwinix, so I'm sure somebody's going to look at it and tell me what it is. I'm going to post it on my community page. Tom said, I made navy beans with salt pork Sunday and eating them for a few days now. I'm explosive. Sunfish says, I got breeding rights to my original Brahma rooster. Sweet, Sunfish. That's Mr. Rooster. Jack Off Jack says, quail is my favorite fowl. Sunfish says he's big. Yeah, I believe it, man. Max is pretty big. He's a pretty big rooster. He's not super gigantic, but he's pretty big. I have a Brahma crossed to something. I don't even know what the hell it's crossed to. It's down in the other coop. That is the largest hen I've ever seen. It's actually bigger than the roosters. I'll have to go down tomorrow and get some pictures of it. It almost looks like some type of Brahma cross. But what it's crossed with, I have no idea. But it's abnormally large, especially for a hen. Sunfish, I've got one incubator full with 120 eggs, and I got another incubator full with 60. So hopefully I'm going to have a decent hatch. Bouncer says, I got to put glasses on. Bouncer said, I made bean soup last week. I made chicken and dumpling soup today. Lift off coming. I'm gonna make pork loin tonight. Sunfish says, but I'm super excited about this New Jersey giant rooster. He's a young stud, not even a year old yet. Those things are supposed to be gigantic, man. We named them Gambino. Sweet. So hopefully the one that I got the 120 eggs in, I have a feeling that I'm going to get absolutely nothing out of that, because that was hooked up where the power died on me. 7 days in, I lost power, and I'm not sure how long I lost power for. So Sunfish says, I'm done with breeding right now because nobody wants any chicks. Oh, dude. Now is the time when everybody wants chickens and nobody has them. Like Rural King, Tractor Supply, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. None of them have chicks now. And people are clamoring for them. Now's the best time, Sunfish. I'm hoping to have my quail population built up by the first of the year. Hopefully. Bouncer Slab says, Gambino. I can't believe that little rooster absconded, man. Now I got all full of burrs and shit for nothing. Sunfish says, I have 5 of teenage turkeys for sale. They're Narragansett and Blue Slate. Damn, dude, if we were only closer. Or if they were just really small where you could ship them. But neither apply. Bouncer says, rooster is something Mama Cookie is more likely to eat than me. Man, do you hear all those roosters making noise? Man, that's noisy for some reason. You're trying to start the chicken crime family? Sweet. Yeah, I don't know why they're so loud, man. That's unusual. What the hell is the issue, you guys? Oh, you old Rhode Island Red. That bird's all tweaked out. I don't know, can you see it? It's all stressed, it's got his wings down. There we go. Turn the lights out, see if we can get them to shut up. Maybe that'll quiet them down. All right, Ghost, what are you doing? You're a cat, they're a cat, everywhere a kitty cat. This retard had a farm, and on it lived some cats. And there were retards here and retards there. Here a Todd, there a Todd, everywhere a Todd, Todd. All right, the coop is finally quiet. Ah, that's much better. They're all upset from being moved around today. We moved a bunch from up here down to the coop, and we took the barred rock from the coop and moved them up here. So now everyone's accounted for. Let me get over here where I can see chat. Oh. There you go. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Hey, Blind, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Well, October 1st, deer season opens. And today is my middle son's birthday. How old would that make him now? Oh man, he's old. Right, adjust your focus. Where did all that time go? But I definitely don't want to turn the clock back. Blind says I'm burning. You having a fire, Blind? I've been getting rid of a lot of my pack ratted stuff too, Blind. It just says that's November. Man, I cut the shit out of my arm. And the bad thing about it is it's right on poor Miss Wendy. Right on my Wendy tattoo. Hey, bird. I found the rooster. Probably can't hear me because you've got your headphones on. Hey, Trump, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Mama Cookie said November 2nd to be exact. I must have missed something. Oh, time change. The time change is November 2nd? Which way do we go? Do we gain an hour or do we lose an hour? Okay. Now I know when the time zone is. Back. Fall back. So when it's 5 o'clock, we're going to turn it so it's only 4 o'clock? Is that how it goes? I'm a little bit retarded. Not good with dates or times, either one. Blind says dark at 7:30 sucks. Yeah, it does, Blind. 2 a.m. becomes 1 a.m. officially. Sharon says, no, you're not silly. I know, I'm retarded. Blind says mosquitoes. Man, I can't believe I hurt this poor little girl. She's been with me for a long time. Wendy from Casper the Ghost. I actually got that tattoo for a girl I know who was a friend of mine, not a girlfriend, sexual wise, but a woman who was a friend of mine. I got that as I just got it. And now I went and ruined her. I put a big cut through her. Well, two cuts. Two cuts and a stab mark. I really need to have that touched up and recolored, but why bother? You know, I'm not gonna live that long. When I rot, it's not gonna matter then. So I guess we'll just leave the tattoo alone. Have you guys checked out any more information on the authority alert? That authority camera? I'm still fascinated by that thing. The man hours to create that. Holy cow. They're selling it for really cheap compared to all the work that's in that thing. I would have thought it would be a lot higher price. All right, guys, tomorrow we hit the farmer's market. That's going to be between 3 and 6 o'clock. I got to make it there then. I also have to go to Champaign. I have to hit UPS because it's the only one and the closest one is all the way in Champaign. And I have to go drop off dirty diapers, and I have to go to the tobacco shop. And so little Larry Sambo must go do all that tomorrow. It is slave day for me. So, Bouncer, they sell lion's mane mushrooms at the farmer's market. Are they any good? Blind says the mosquitoes are tearing them up. I don't know if lion's mane mushrooms are any good. I have never had one. And of course, the guy selling them will tell you they'll do everything from make your penis size 3 times larger, make you sexually attractive to every woman in the world. 2 bites will make you feel full for a whole week. You know, it'll tell you anything about those mushrooms that it'll think will make its mushroom sell. But I just want to know if they're any good. Because I've never heard of them. I've never heard of a lion's mane mushroom. But they are big mushrooms. Oh man. I got birds all over me now. Since when did people start calling the dark web the deep web? I think my chat has quit again. My chat must have quit. The last thing I see is Blind talking about mosquitoes. Alright, I just got my chat back. Now I gotta catch up. October date for youth or bow hunting deer road. Adjust your focus. October is for deer hunting with archery. Blind said I shaved my head. Mosquitoes are loving it. Sharon said I may be a crazy bitch, but I'm not mad, and I'm not mad at that. EA games. Not yet. Oh yes, 3 to 6 Central Time tomorrow. Sharon says, kitties and crickets, I love it. Good luck tomorrow. Best wishes. Sleep well. Ouch, blind. Friends in code, I'm kind of interested in those cameras as well. I'm super interested in them, friends in code. Mama Cookie says, what kind of mushrooms? Lion's mane mushrooms. Welcome in, friends in code. Sharon says, peace and blessings. Mama Cookie, I got some Skywalker. Mama Cookie says, lion's mane mushrooms are very good for the brain. I need that. Bouncer says, Google commercial. Lion's mane mushrooms are very good for you, and they're very delicious. They kind of taste like lobster, so I'm told. Oh, man, you should have never told me that, Mama Cookie. Now I got to do it. Tommy says, tonight I ate Malabar spinach and something with onions and green chili. Bouncer said, I just farted on the couch and 3 spiders ran out from under it. You are way back, Road. Yeah, there was a lot there. There's a lot to read. My chat quit on me. Hopefully it will keep running now to where I can actually see chat and it won't just die out again on me. This is where if I had a second phone, it would be cool. Dang, big black wolf spiders. I had a brown recluse bite me on my lip a couple years ago, Bouncer. Hag had to draw the venom out with a tea bag. Well, the quail cage is done, all except for the red boards that I'm waiting to dry. There are now a total of, there were 10, and God, 20. I think there's a total of 32 quail now. And then we have 120 in the incubator, in one incubator, and we have 60 in the other. So we're trying to hatch out 180 chicks. Hopefully it works out. I'll actually be happy if we get anything to hatch after that power outage. I put a bunch of quail food in the blender and blended it up. And so that's ready to go once they hatch. And I had to make a thing for the young quail to drink out of, because if you put a regular like chicken water in there, the dumb things will drown themselves. It's crazy. They'll actually drown themselves in like less than a half inch of water. All right, nothing's going on in chat again. There we go, chat's back. I just crop dusted Mama Cookie and baby Slab in the kitchen. Adjust says, can you candle them to tell viability? Yeah, you can adjust, but it takes a really long time to candle 120 eggs. And I don't like leaving the incubator open that long. So, and I won't really be able to tell after 7 days. I won't be able to tell if the fetuses in there are alive or not. I'll just see that they're growing. It only it only takes 17 days for quail to hatch. So I've got like 9 more days, I think, to go on that one. I don't know. I wrote it on the calendar. I actually wrote something on the calendar. The second one that has 60, I'm pretty sure that's going to hatch. How many of them are going to hatch, I'm not sure. But those are due the 25th. Bouncer's watching a Chevrolet commercial. Is this thing putting commercials during the live chat? Is that what you're telling me, Bouncer? Because if so, I got to figure out how to stop that. Mama Cookie says, yes, lion's mane mushrooms are very good for you, Road. Bouncer says, Road Hog Kennel is now in the big leagues. If they really are lion's mane mushrooms. I'll post a picture on my community page later, Mama Cookie. Hey, friends, can you do something for me real quick? Can you put exclamation point and Nova, N-O-V-A, and see if Nightbot drops his shit for me? I haven't had time to check it. Sweet, thank you. I don't know what the other command is. Bouncer says yes, because some mushrooms are dangerous lookalikes. Well, the guy sells them at the farmer's market. I believe he grows them. So, but the guy's like a used car salesman. You know, he'll tell you that, hey, these work better than Viagra. You know, if you eat these, every woman that sees you will be sexually attracted to you. You eat these and you'll have energy for weeks. You know, all kinds of crap. Bouncer says if he's selling that at the market, they're probably good. Yeah, I never heard of lion's mane, and you know, he'll tell you anything you want to hear that he thinks will make a sale. So I kind of shy away from them people. Bouncer says memory boosters. Hell, we all know I need that. I can't remember anything. It's used to reverse Alzheimer's? Perfect. Welcome in, Jenny. Good to see you. Blind says, I'm a Leo. My wife loves my mushroom. So I think it's true. All right, and tonight I promise that this is not going to drop tonight because I fixed it with hot glue. I actually did it. Blind says to Jenny, I called you. Blind says it's the first thing I usually do. I wonder if that phone number is active anymore. Bouncer says Mama Cookie loves eating mushrooms. Sweet, Bouncer. I was going to say something, but I'll refrain. Blind says 8675309. Blind says no, you need 3 stars. 3 asterisks. Jenny says my phone was at 0%. Damn, I didn't even get alert. Well, maybe I did. I can't see anything. Sweet. We tested the Nova channel. It worked. Three-door, 32 by 80.5, and it comes with the hinges. But it's 22 miles away. Mama Cookie says he's not lying. I took some pictures of the mushrooms, man. I'll put them up on my community page. But now I feel bad I didn't get some. Blind says, my future chicken coop is coming along real fine since it hasn't rained. Awesome, Blind. Yes, Jenny. Illegally and notably are the same person. Bouncer says she likes those freshen up mushrooms that squirt when she chews it. Mama Cookie says the good ones are healthier than anything that the doctor's going to prescribe. I need a holistic replacement for Valium. Because now that I'm out of Valium, my legs are starting to swell again. It's going to feel like my flesh is ripping out. So tomorrow, I'm going to be all broken down and torn up again. Not looking forward to it. I know it's coming, and I'm dreading it. Blind says I live off weed. Jake has a whole page full of links. He's got all his links on one link command. It's pretty cool. I don't know the command off the top of my head though. But if you're on his channel, you can like Nightbot. You can get it to where it will put up all his links in one thing instead of just like one link. Blind says levothyroxine helps also. I don't know what that is, Blind. I need something that will stop spasm because baclofen doesn't work. Bouncer says, Jenny, did you find that video in my comment section for you? You are all mods on my channel and can watch my links. Remember to touch newest comments. Blind says, can't get good kelp or seaweed. Or you can grow some herbs, Blind. I mean, October's coming. Harvest time is coming. Hey, Eggman, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Thyroid medicine is levothyroxine. Okay. I do Lugiol's iodine. I don't have any problems with my thyroid. Jenny says I didn't see it. Jenny says, is it a comment on which video? Jenny says, Bouncer, should I be afraid? Jack and Jill went up the hill. They both had $1.25. When Jill came down with 2.5, I bet what she got wasn't water. Bouncer said, the last one you visited, Jenny. Jenny says, was it from Bubbles? Bouncer says, I don't remember. She gave me 50 cents to go behind the fence. She had a frown. She pulled her panties down. Boy, was her mom surprised to see her tummy rise. Eggman Egg says, hotter than hell, half acre here today. 99. Damn, Eggman. Welcome in, Poor Dirt Farmer. Blind says, how many eggs you get in a day? Blind, I don't know. Because we just switched everything around. We've been separating the Brahma eggs because they're fertile, and we're keeping them as hatching eggs. We have the Americanas that are creating hatching eggs, and now we moved the barred rocks over to create more hatching eggs. So I have a dozen and a half just from the hatching eggs, and we got a brood hen sitting too in the Brahmas. But I've got a dozen and a half, maybe a little more, of fertile eggs right now. And then I don't know how many we got in the coop in the basket. There's a whole bunch. Bouncer says, I think this is it, Jenny. And then I picked up 12 quail eggs so far today. Eggman says, I got eggs coming out my ears. 5-month-old Khaki Campbell ducks have started laying. Awesome, Eggman. My khakis are too old. They're not laying anymore. The male and the female just kind of hang out. I need to get some more. Bouncer says it was a song that was banned in the 70s. Not that song. 1, 2, 3, water with fighting 4. Don't ask me because I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. That one? Mama Cookie says, wait, you have Squirtle egg? Are you raising Pokemon now? I think that was done by something in the fish. I can't remember the group that sang that at Woodstock. but I always liked that song. Be the first one on your block to have your boy come home in a box. I think it's called I Want to Sit on Your Face. Oh yeah, I want to sit on your face. Jenny says, I kept it, hang on. Bouncer with the spam emojis. Blind says, face sitting. You know, I wonder if they make a self-leveling tripod. One that like levels itself when it's on uneven ground. You can tell how out of square the sidewalk is from the angle of the phone. Is it the phone? Is it the tripod? The world may never know. Eggman says, gives me a crick in my neck. Bouncer, you put up those pizza emojis, and I just got completely grossed out. After Jenny saying, I want to sit on your face, and you putting those pizza emojis, the first thing that popped into my brain was Rick Crude pulling Lady Di's diaper to the side to get a taste. Eggman says, must be doing something wrong. Bouncer says, extra cheese. Jenny says, Anita Mandley. Bouncer says, what the fuck? Exactly. Why my mind went there, I don't know, but that's just kind of how it played out. Jenny says, I think it's AI. Blind says, wife sit on face. She'll get a thumb up her butt. Bouncer says, Rhodes, seek help immediately. Yeah, with thoughts like that, Bouncer, I should. I can't even use an excuse like, hey, I'm on mushrooms, or I'm doing some good 25 on a cube. I have an excuse. I didn't even smoke any green, so I have no excuse why my brain would go in that direction, but it did. Jenny says it was cracking me up. Bouncer says that's a genuine what the fuck moment. I agree with you, Bouncer, 100%. I can't even tell you why my mind went there, but the little bastard did. I think it's because in one of my recommended feeds, Crude was in there, and it said something about Lady Poopy Pants or something was the title of it. Bouncer says that's worse than my Thunderfoot video. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Well, it's really sick. Hey, it could be worse. I could have had the thought of Dirty Dave doing it. Blind says AI music is a trip. Eggman says, geez, imagine that. Being alive and well forever on the tube. Blind says, porn is really crazy. Mama Cookie says, I didn't watch it, so I'm not saying a word. Blind says, AI porn has lizards banging humans. All right. I haven't seen that, but I don't watch porn either, so. Cheese foot disease by Bouncer. Blind said they had a cartoon porn in the 70s. Okay, if you call that porn, the triple X rated cartoon Fritz the Cat, then I have watched porn, because I saw Fritz the Cat. I saw both the Fritz the Cat cartoons, but they were triple X rated cartoons, not really porn. At least I don't think they were porn. Eggman says, getting dark early, duck roundup time. Safe night, y'all. Take care, Eggman. Thanks for dropping in. Blind says, Louis the lizard with a big old thing. I saw an AI of a guy chopping apart a big old python with a shovel, and as he chops it up, this calf comes out of it and comes jumping out of it and appears out of the snake. And you can tell it's AI 100% because the calf doesn't even look like a calf. It looks like a cartoon calf. So does the snake. Bouncer said, I saw a cartoon called Little Dick, not Richard. Man, you could make some really wild cartoons with AI. Could you imagine what you could get Felix to pull out of his bag of tricks? You'll laugh so much, your sides will ache, your heart will go pitter-pat, watching Felix, the wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. You'll laugh so much, your sides will ache, your heart will go pitter-pat, watching Felix, the wonderful cat. And then that Hercules, people are safe when near him, Hercules, only the evil fear him. Softness in his eyes, iron in his thighs, virtue in his heart, fire in every part of the mighty Hercules. Bouncer says, I would get banned worldwide in 10 minutes. And I put one of my old dog videos up, um, and I got hit with a copyright on it. And it's funny because I actually own a copyright on it. Blind says I get banned all the time. Jenny posted, my balls are stuck in my zipper. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Hurts when your wiener gets stuck in it too. Bouncer says blind. I'm pretty sure I'm the most banned person that still has a CC channel on YouTube. Blind says Bouncer glued his balls to his butthole again. I wonder if they make a ball sling for old people so your nuts don't have to drop in the toilet when you crap. That would be a really good invention. CC channel, what the fuck? I don't know, what is a CC channel? Content creator? Blind says county cops got their drones out tonight. A drone would be cool. I've never had one or flown one, but they look pretty cool. They've got 14 drones. Holy crap. Bouncer says, I hot glued Velcro on them, Blind. You should hear my nuts you should hear my nuts talk when I run. Blind says, one huge one. I hot glued this tripod, Bouncer, and so far it's working great. It hasn't fell one time. I'm not going to unlatch it though and see if it stays. I extended it all the way, latched it, and hot glued it. Blind says one drone can carry med supplies and or ammo, etc. Hey Gio, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. We're just hanging out in the boring stream. Blind says crazy. I think they have bug drones too. The land of patriots and freedom fighters. Gio says we be friends and family. We need everyone to come together. Right, Gio? Blind says police have a lot of shit we don't know about. They have a lot of shit we do know about too, Blind. And they don't need any of it. that's okay. Because soon the authority alert camera will be out. And that's going to even the playing field a whole lot. Bouncer says, we watched a giant slow flyer a little bit ago. It was the biggest I saw moving that slow. Most of the time out here when I hear a siren, when a cop siren goes off, it's usually going to somebody's house where there's a medical emergency. Blind says cops can sneak real good since they are not on scanners anymore. Yeah, Blind, but they can't sneak past that authority alert. Geo says, I forgot more than you think, but it's coming back to me. Well, the dogs are loud. They may have found another raccoon for supper. It's kind of weird when they dispatch a raccoon, they'll eat it and they won't bother. They'll leave their dog food. They'll eat the raccoon instead. They'll eat their dog food later. Geo says, I know this for sure. Blind says, a friend of mine got a ticket for butchering a goat in his backyard. Are you serious, Blind? Adjust says fresh meat comes first. I guess so, Adjust. I guess so. Well, no matter what dog food you buy anymore, most of it's soybeans, corn, gluten, wheat meal. It's more rabbit food than a canine food. Blind says he has to go to court tomorrow. That's crazy, Blind. Geo says freedom isn't free. You have to stand up for it. That's why it's called freedom. Blind says crop dusters got all the dog feed poisoned. Bouncer says I have what is called a set of double dunkers according to Google. Jenny says, why would he get a ticket for that unless it was inhumane or something? Adjust your focus says, right, Geo? Geo says, good luck, bro. Yeah, Jenny, I don't know why you'd get a ticket for that. But then again, you get a ticket if you go fishing without a license. You know, you can't take the king's fish without the permission slip. Geo, eyes at them now. Hey, Geo, are you in on that authority alert camera? I imagine you are. Prince Vegeta changed his channel name to Liberty Lens. I like the Prince of Vegeta name better, but Bouncer says, we have people who get in trouble for hanging a deer out to season. Damn. Geo said, what? The authority alert camera from No Name Coder. It's at thepolicerecord.com. The one that identifies police. We are all family here in Florida. Right, Geo? Yeah, I watch you guys all the time. I watch all the Florida boys. Blind says, they said cruelty to animal on that goat, even though it was to feed his family. So butchering a goat's cruelty now, huh? That's insane. Bouncer says, we can't hang up a deer if there are children within 1 mile. Oh my God. That's insane. My kids were butchering animals by the time they were 10 years old. Geo says, I don't have that, but I do it for the people that has it. Cool. I need all the help I can get. Jenny says, was it a normal dispatch? Blind says, look at what children see from Hollywood. Yeah, my sons, even my daughter, they all learned how to butcher an animal. It just says it's not legal in my suburb. That's why I mentioned visible area. Bouncer says the complaints overwhelm the local officials. Blind says neighborhood don't like goat, I guess. Dude, the people who come here to buy goats for meat, they're from the Congo. They're called Congolese people. They use everything, like the way we butcher an animal. We take out the entrails. Some people keep the heart, the kidneys, the liver, and don't do anything with the rest of the entrails. The Congolese use the stomach. They use every bit of the internal organs on that thing. The brains, the hoofs, the skin. Like we skin stuff and take the meat out. They burn the hair off and they actually eat the skin too. I mean, they waste nothing. Bouncer says, I'll marry a sheep to make a point. Blind said they called the police on him. Jenny says they use everything. They do, Jenny. They use every bit of that animal. They definitely know how to survive better than we do. Blind says that's what hot dogs are, everything from a pig. Bouncer says, Jenny Jones is going to marry a can of Spam. Mama Cookie says, why waste it if it's useful? Blind says, hot dogs are nasty. I don't know, Blind, I actually like Vienna hot dogs. Not so much that 99-cent pack of hot dogs that don't look the right color. Not really up on those. Blind says Spam is way better than hot dogs. I'm going to pass on Spam. Bouncer says, I can't pronounce it. Skinless wieners are awesome, uncooked. Jenny says, just don't eat the ends of the hot dogs. Yes, Jenny, because they look like cat butts, right? Gio says, Roadhog, you have a great night, my brother. I'll see you around. Hit the like button. People show love. All right, take care, Gio. Thanks for dropping by. Sunfish says, dang troublemakers in here. Mama Cookie says, all beef hot dogs are good. Blind said, I just ate plain Spam the other day. Yeah, I can't bring myself to eating Spam. And I can't eat those little Vienna hot dogs in a can either. Jenny says, exactly. Almost exactly like a cat butt. I'll eat the ends of the hot dog as long as I don't have to eat the Spam. Sunfish says, the Germans really know their sausage. Blind says, seeing all these squirrels, I think winter, I'm going to have squirrels in the freezer. Hell yeah, Blind, they're good. Gio says, freedom. Bouncer says, a Shiba Inu butt looks like the end of a hot dog. Jenny says, I could never settle down with just one can. Sunfish says, yummy, gotta make squirrel and dumplings. Yeah, not potato dumplings either. You gotta make egg dumplings, man. Squirrel with egg dumplings, and then fry the egg dumplings in butter and throw some eggs in there. So you have eggs and dumplings on the side with the squirrel meat. That's awesome. Blind says, so my future chicken coop is going to be a blind also. Sweet. I'll have 300 squirrels. And even though you're not supposed to snare in Illinois, do it anyways, Blind. Mama Cookie says, okay, I'm going to watch the rest of the show. I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful evening. Everyone take care and stay safe. Take care, Mama Cookie. I'm out of here soon, too. Jenny says, Bouncer, you should try to make Spam jerky. Sunfish says, oh my. I don't think you could make jerky out of Spam. I don't even think that's possible, Jenny. Sunfish says, just get a salt lick and there's dried Spam. Blind says, live trap snare any way possible. Yeah, you can snare them real easy, Blind. Bouncer says, I will just for you, Jenny Jones, but I'm pretty sure nobody here will eat it. And Jenny's all happy. More for me. Blind says, I need to get my fillet and boating knife ready. There you go, Blind. All right, people. I'm gonna puss out here because my legs are starting to bother me, like they're gonna rip out any time now. So I'm gonna pussy out of here. Squirrels cooked over hickory wood is the bomb. Squirrels cooked anyway are the bomb. All right, people. Take care. Have a wonderful night. I'm out of here till tomorrow when we hit the farmer's market, the UPS. We get rid of the bags of diapers. we go to the tobacco store, and all the rest of the good, happy horse shit that we have to do. So, until then, take care, everyone. Thanks for coming to the most boring live stream ever on YouTube today. And hopefully, we'll see you sometime tomorrow. Take care, everyone. With that, peace. I'm out of here.